Okay, so if you were around yesterday, you would have noticed that I did a headphone stand from EKSA, which actually we really like. It's actually set up over there now in my little streaming area, so yay. Today we're looking at the EKSA Telecom H16. This is they call it their professional Bluetooth wireless headset with dual connectivity. Sweet deal. We have tried out their H1, which was I think it was a single headset, so single, and then just kind of over here with the, which we actually like, and I've been using actually that one upstairs for a lot of my Zoom calls and things like that. But today what we're going to do is unbox and take a look at this one here. We'll take a look at their specs online, and of course unbox the unit right here, and give it a short test. Okay, so EKSA Tech H16. What does it say? It has their Voice Pure ENC. So it isn't ANC, just realize it's ENC, right? Bluetooth 5.2, USB-A dual connection. I'm not sure what that is, okay? 50 feet of cable or 15 meters, which is nice, especially if you're away from where your tower or anything is. Magnetic cover, hidden dongle, and easy storage. Cool. Wireless connection suitable for multi-devices. On-ear breathable ear pads without pressure. Long-lasting battery for long-time use. All right, that sounds nice, right? Eliminate 99.8% of the noise and deliver your voice. So active noise canceling, of course, is really good for you and I hearing all the stuff coming in, because it really just senses and then sends like a negative sound into your ears. Electronic noise canceling works decent. It can work decent, especially in environments that it's not a lot of changes, I find, in volume or external noise. So again, I got some humming in this room. You guys don't hear it because I put my sound through some processing, but it's there. Dual connectivity, so you can use Bluetooth 5.2. If your computer already has Bluetooth, you can connect that way, it looks like. Or they actually give you a USB dongle. So a lot of times too, you know what, if you have a USB-A port on your computer and you want to use the dongle, like they're paired with each other. So a lot of times that's actually just easier, But if you want to connect it to your phone or something like that that doesn't have that, you're good to go. Again, 5.2 Bluetooth, works effectively within about 50 feet, it says. Is that what they're talking about up top? I thought they said it was a cable. Did it not say? Oh, I thought it was a cable. No, never mind. 50-foot range. Okay, because of the Bluetooth 5.2. Now, realize as well, Bluetooth 5.2, range completely has to do, as far as I know, if you have a computer like that's old, that's running Bluetooth 3, and this is Bluetooth 5, well, your computer is going to be the culprit, and you may not get that kind of distance because you kind of need it on both sides, as far as I know, right? Immersive audio quality, which we'll test. Enjoy hi-fi sound, real comfort. We like comfort, and music time, talk time. We'll give it a listen. All right, that's cool. It seems cool, right? Okay, let's shut that down. And what we'll do, actually, we're not going to shut it down. I did shut it down already, but we're not going to shut it down because I'm going to minimize this. Yes. Because I will need to use this in a minute. I need this. It's still early. We are going to use it in a minute to connect these. So that is them, right? EKSA AI powered. That's the term now, right? There's every couple of years, there's some weird new term. Now it's AI powered, right? For a long time it was HD. I remember when we got new windows in our old house, they're like, oh, they're HD windows. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? HD windows. Like, AI powered. Cool, I guess. EKSA PC adapter, H16s. Some bronzy yellow gold. There you go. Hopefully you guys can possibly maybe read that. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. It looks like a pretty box. So that's all right. And put that down there. Be heard anywhere. Well, you don't always want to be heard anywhere, but when you're on a call, be heard anywhere. All right, and that's going to be a simple, nice set, I think. This comes out somehow. Somewhere, somehow. I think, yep. This is, I guess, the boom. No, that's the USB cable. The arm must be on it. Sweet. And you do get, what do you get here? You get a nice, it's a nice size manual. I'll give it that. The little warning pamphlet there. But good fonts, multiple languages, etc., etc. Cool. And you get if your headset has no sound or the microphone is not working, please make sure that you connected it properly in here. So one of the things, again, to be aware of is on your computer, if you're on a Windows computer or on a Mac computer, that you actually go in and set your computer to use that. So you'll have to go into the settings. I'm going to do it on a Mac, but you'll have to do this on a Windows computer as well. Go into the settings and just tell it, hey, I'm using these for my sound, right? Because if not, it doesn't know. It doesn't know. So this is them. This is them. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit because I can't see them. This is them right here. So they're light. I give them that. They definitely have some light feel to them. There's your button there. You got some. This is your plus button. So I'm guessing volume may be up. Yeah. And then there's a negative button there. And there's your power button. This is a button for something. Again, first kind of look, right? That's kind of what we're doing. But look how small they are, right? Right? So don't think of these as over ears. These are definitely on ears, you know? So just kind of be aware of that. This, I was like, well, that pops off easy. But that's where your USB receiver is. Transmitter receiver right there. So you just, this has these little hole notches in them. So they kind of line up, right, with this. There is a little arrow. You guys maybe see that arrow for up. You just kind of make sure that sits there. Now, that goes on okay. Oh, it's a magnet. It is a magnet. Oh, that's all right then. Never mind. And then that one goes that way. Arm comes down. Does the arm come down on either side? It does. So if you like to wear this on your left side or your right side, doesn't matter. You can just choose, right? Put that on if you're like this being over here, or spin it around, and now you got it on this side, you know. Because again, if you're using this for calls, like my thing popped off. Again, the funness of magnets. It's just not. It's on there, but just realize that, right? But now, that's there. So the only thing I would kind of, because it does say it, right? There is a left and a right, and if you're listening to music, realize that, or you're playing a game, realize that. It's going to kind of go back and forth. But if you're on a call, if you're using this for Zoom calls, where the microphone really plays a big thing, because they are like office headphones. Not that you couldn't use these for gaming, right? But that's when this would be important, because you don't want to make sure that this is left and I've got it on my right ear. But if you like it here for whatever reason it is, so that you're just more, and it's got a little bit of a, there's a little, really tiny, but there's like almost like click points, because when you move it, you can hear it kind of go, and then this is, it's flexible, which is kind of nice, because there's less chance that you're gonna, I would think less chance that you're gonna break it. But I'm gonna put the left on the left, because you might as well do it right, because I don't care. And then, of course, you have, I'm going to turn this back on here. Then, of course, you have, where is that power button? Power button was, so everything really is on this side. So the power button would be where your thumb reaches, yes? And then you got up and down for volume. So they're kind of back and forth here, right? So once this is on and you realize where they are, you can kind of feel, okay? So this is volume up. Back in your thumb is volume down, and then right below that is power. So without using the dongle, which I'm going to go Bluetooth, if I came into my Bluetooth settings, and I came here and I clicked and turned my power on, it says pairing, which is excellent. Something should show up here in all theory. Yes. There it is, right? Boom. Connect. That's all right. You guys are seeing it connect. Now, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it connected. Very nice. I'm going to turn my screen sharing off here, and or not screen sharing, my screen recording, and then turn it back on. And then my thought would be that I should be able to go into my audio here and say I want to choose. Yeah, there, it shows right up. You guys can't see it, but it does say EKSA H16s. and then I'm going to hit record. And now you guys should be hearing exactly what I am saying through this. So get that where it's closest to kind of my mouth right there, right? You guys are, it's coming through Bluetooth. You guys can see, right? It's connected. Audio is coming through there right now, which is excellent. Now, this is where, in general, if you're in here, that's Bluetooth. But if you were to go into your audio, I think it is audio, maybe it's sound input, sound output. Let's go sound output and see. It's, yeah, perfect. It's set to the escape. But this is where you want to check, at least on the Mac, you want to check your output and your input, right? So that you can see there, it's also set to that, but it may not go there by default. So just kind of realize. Now, the other thing that I want to find out is what music sounds like. So let's bring up some music here and just give it a little bit of a listen. So what, this is all copyright free song, but it gives me an idea, you know. All right. You know, I'm not going to put them up against like the high end, you know, actual headphones that are designed for music, but it sounds okay, right? Yeah, I think I got them up pretty loud actually. Oh, actually, I don't have them up that loud. And they got some of these when they're really cranked. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. See this. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit better. They are loud though. I'll give them that. Really good. What I would do is I don't think that, because there is a little bit of, can I adjust from here? No, that's the wrong button. There we go. So don't, make sure that the headphones aren't cranked all the way up, because when they are up at full, there's a bit of distortion. So make sure you bring the headphone volume down a bit, and then when you adjust this, it sounds better. Yes. Still, when you really are blasting them, there is a tiny bit of distortion. But again, don't, you know, these are designed for office use. Nobody's going to listen to them that loud, I don't think. But if you are going to be like, oh, I want one pair for both, I still think you'd probably get better sound from a dedicated pair of music headphones. But I have to say they are comfortable. Without question, they are comfortable. I don't mind them at all for that. Uh, Light, nice amount of pressure actually on your ears. Like I don't feel like they're gonna fall off or anything like that. I'd have no, and you can kind of tell like they are on ear versus over ear. So some people don't like that. Just realize that means there is pressure on your ears, just not a lot, but it's there, much more so than if you had over ears. And again, if you're someone that doesn't like earbuds, that's usually an issue as well. Plus, I know a lot of people on Zoom calls and stuff like that, they do wear like earbuds. And I find, you know, having a dedicated mic like this is always just going to sound considerably better. So just kind of be aware of that. And then last thing is, depending on you, you know, if you're really going to be using them as just for Zoom calls and things like that, these are probably going to be way better in a noisy environment because of the fact that they have a really nice kind of seal to them and they do take out a lot of the sound outside. But if you're not in a noisy environment, maybe you are someone that's just worked from home, also look at the H1 version from EKSA, because again, they have this side, which is kind of like this, but then it only goes just up here and there's this ear's open. So, all right, guys, I'll put links down below if you guys are interested in these. You've been hearing the mic from the H16s, and that's it. Links down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, my friends. Okay, so I'm just kind of kicking in here at the end of the video because I'm actually editing the video right now. And I've had a chance to listen to what the microphone sounds like on the EKSA H16s. And one of the things that you may have noticed, hopefully you stuck around to, is that I think it's because of the electronic noise cancellation, that whenever they're playing music or there's loud volume coming from the actual headphones, what happens is
that the louder that music got, or the louder the sound came out of it, the more the cancellation tried to kick in, which also canceled out some of my voice that was being recorded. As I turned that music off, or I turned the volume down, then the mic quality became a lot better. So one of the things that I would suggest, and I found this is something that I have found with all kinds of earbuds and microphones and headphones, whatever, that have noise canceling when you're on a call. It's great. It's great that it removes everything, but it also always affects, some affect more, some affect less, the quality of an actual recording coming through the microphone. I'm not sure why it does it, but it does. And I think it's because the mics that are used for picking up the ambient sound are now being used for multiple purposes, and they kind of counter each other, and that kind of suffers in the recording phase, or the audio capture phase. So my recommendation would be, if you're using these to listen to music, just use them for music. Don't be talking to anybody. If you're going to use them for a Zoom call or anything like that, just use them for that, because when they're only being used for or you're only using the microphone port and just hearing people talking inside your headphones, then they work great. If you are doing both, which is what I was doing, then the microphone doesn't work great. They still sound fine, but the microphone, when it's transmitting back, I think the electronic noise canceling is interfering. Anyways, I thought I'd throw this on the end of the video. That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Later.